Happy Sunday, happy crystals. How are you? Today I'm coming to you from a little park in my neighborhood. I wanted to go to the beach, but it was kind of crowded and I didn't feel like being around so many people. So I found another location, and this location I kind of found haphazardly because I wasn't really planning on coming to the park today. But I went to the supermarket to get some food to cook, and then I saw these beautiful trees in the park, and then I said, well, let me just sit to the park and do my video from the quiet space of the park. The beautiful trees were calling me, and not necessarily the one that I decided to sit under, but I decided to sit under this one because of all the beautiful purple flowers. All the beautiful purple flowers. And when I came under it, the leaves were like, shh. So I was like, oh, yeah, you're calling me. But my first pick was that beautiful poinciana tree there. I wanted to do it under there, but there's always tomorrow, right? And then it helped me to realize, oh, well, I have the beaches and the parks. I have so many beautiful spots that are really close to me, outside spots. So if I don't get to the beach and bring the beautiful ocean to you, I could always just find a beautiful tree and some lovely flowers, and we're still beaming out from the soul star chakra. I'm in Nassau, Bahamas, and it's a full moon. It's the second full moon in Aquarius. I had the sleep of sleeps. I wake up usually a little bit later than most people, but I didn't wake up until after 12 today. Actually, I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning and then went to sleep. And when I went to sleep, I slept until 12. And oh my God, I woke up like, just feeling so peaceful and so rested, and feeling really good and whole. And as I went through my messages and took a peek outside to the outside world, I realized so many people are going through so much stuff, and we really have jumped. And the reason why I really wanted to do this message today is to really ground that in and solidify that, because I've been feeling it all week, specifically this week, and just now looking at the different videos and listening to my guides and my tribe. We definitely experience this quantum leap. We have jumped timelines. In the Bahamas, how it's been experienced is that, from my perspective, we usually go through an election period in May every 5 years. And this year, this week, I should say, we jumped from having it in May, which I think would have been within the last 6 months, to now in about 3 weeks. So we are going to the polls, and we are electing. Some of us, not everybody is going to participate. I'm not sure if I'm even going to participate. But the bell has been rang, as we say here, and in a couple of weeks, Bahamians are going to the polls. And we are going to decide, hey, do we want new leadership? Do we want old leadership back in? Or do we want completely new? We have a plethora of new candidates and new teams and new parties to choose from. And it's really up to us. It really is up to us. So, as I am now saying, it is truly now the people's time. And I just thought it was interesting for me. I thought it was interesting that that event really solidified for me that, hey, we've just had a big quantum leap. We've just jumped timelines. We are now into the future 6 months instead of 6 months, 3 weeks. So this is where we're at. And this is how the end of something and the beginning of something happen so quickly in the blink of an eye. And where do we go from here? So with all of the changes, so that's what's happening in the Bahamas. But look what happened in Haiti a couple weeks ago. And I can't remember if that was a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago because everything is happening so fast. Look what happened in Afghanistan. Look what's happening probably right around you, wherever you are in the world. There's so many and so much shifts and changes, rapid shifts and changes that are really just coming through the night. And when we wake up, it's different. And that's the quantum leap. Y'all remember that show, The Quantum Leap? I was thinking about it this morning. And what happened, I think it was, is it Scott? I think his name was Scott. I don't know if that was his real name or the actor's name, but anyway, that's what his name is coming in right now. And every time he woke up, he was in a new place, but it was him. But he had to realize that the people were different and the rules were a little bit different and the expectations and the perceptions were a little bit different. And really, that's what a quantum leap is. It's not that I woke up in Bahamas and I went to sleep in Miami, woke up in Bahamas, or I went to sleep in Bahamas and woke up in Jupiter. It's that no, I woke up at the same place, but there's been an internal shift as well as an external shift, and it's real, and I can feel that. And we're now closer into a point of the future that we thought we needed to take 6 months to get to. We're now here now, you know. So what do we do? The new earth is, we people have been advising and awakening and talking about this new earth, and it's coming, but guess what? It's here. It's here. So now that it's here, what do we do and what do we have? And for me personally, I'm seeing that what I have is all of the stuff that I've been working on all my life, consciously over the last 2 years, um, even more consciously over the last year. But what do we have, and where are we, and where do we go from here? And the big thing about it is the factor of the unknown, and really nobody really being able to tell you, okay, you must do this and you must do that and you must do this because this is coming and this is not going to come. We're really at just a brand new place in time, and it's mysterious and it's unprecedented and it's just brand freaking new, and we get to play with it. And this is the most important part of the video, I think. We get to play with it, and in playing with it, we return to the innocence of childhood. And the Bible talks about that, being able to go back to being a child in order to access heaven. And that's what the new earth is really about, bringing that heaven, whatever you think that heaven is, heavenly experiences, onto this earth plane. So now that we've actually walked through the Lion's Gate of 2021, I now see that the Lion's Gate was the door that we all had to walk through in order to get to the new earth. And some of us walked through it, and collectively the humanity walked through it. Wherever it landed us is an individual thing, but we walked through the Lion's Gate. We walked through those doors. We had to walk through those doors in order to get to this new earth. And now we're here and we're landed. And our internal antennas, for me, it's sitting and meditating. It's using my oracle cards. It's reading everything that I like to read in the morning and listening to the people that I like to listen to in the morning that give me direction and help me come into wholeness and to give me a higher perspective of what's happening, not just in the 3D realm, but what's happening in the higher realms, the 550 realm, and even higher realms, you know. So I'm not just looking at what's happening here, but looking at the cohesive picture and finding beauty in everything. That is so important in this new world, to find the beauty in everything that and harmony in what we are going through. So, new earth, we're here. We had a quantum leap. We've landed. We're not the same. We let some stuff go, we've added some stuff in, and we have to now navigate this new earth. And this new earth is full of potential, full of potential, full of newness, full of um, impossibilities, which is just I am possible, full of unlimitedness, full of extraordinariness. I don't know if that's a word. Full of super naturalness. You know, that is the new earth. Full of love, full of compassion, feeling united, feeling connected to our soul tribe. And thank you to everybody that subscribed to this channel. This is the second video. Full moon, August 22nd. This is the second video, a little more natural. Just stepping into it. I just posted as well, or I added onto the playlist, a New Earth Quantum Leap meditation, which I came across, and I just did it right before I did this video. And I recommend everybody doing it at some point. But really grounding in the new earth, and realizing, hey, I'm here. Especially if you've been on this self-mastery track and ascension track. It's here. We're here. We've landed. And using our antennas and everything that we have picked up and learned about our beautiful selves in this beautiful world now in this new earth journey, and realizing that you don't have to know. You don't have to know what's going on tomorrow. You can just look and observe at what's going on today. And you can find that moment of stillness. You can find your antenna, and you can tap into all of that which you have discovered within yourself. All of that animal power, all of those crystals, all of those plants and herbs that you know strengthen you, all of those archangels, and all of those ascended masters, and all of those lights that were buried deep within ourselves that we now know we are, and that we're also connected to. That is what we go to now in order to figure out how to move forward. And we get to be playful with it. We get to be in this wonderful, wondrous world, wondering and developing and creating it as we go day by day. Don't want these videos to be too long. My first reading, I am waiting. I've ordered some new decks, and what I'm going to do is, so until I get these last 3 decks that I ordered, or 4 decks that I ordered, I'm gonna hold out on doing a live reading. Also, too, I'm walking through this day by day, unfolding, not knowing, tapping into myself and my guides and my oracle decks to figure out where I go and what I do. And one thing I did know I had to do is start the YouTube page. That's done. And YouTube channel, that's done. How I grow that, I'm figuring it out. But ideas are coming into me day by day. So I have my last couple of decks coming, and I am going to set up my room so I can actually do those readings in my room. And the first reading that I am going to do, because I have been guided by spirit about this sudden change that the Bahamas is going through, and I did have that vision come to me that morning about our elections being changed, and me seeing that so clearly, how that September was going to really impact us, and we were going to have a lot of sudden changes in September. I want to go further with that, and I'm actually going to take that to the Oracle deck to kind of guide people through September before September gets here, and we can kind of just use that as September rolls out to see, hey, is this guidance good? Are we being guided properly? And just see really what the potentials and opportunities are around us, because I think that's my spiel and my essence when it comes to doing readings. I don't predict the future, but I do show people the energies around them and the options that we have to step into, and some things that we need to do and some things that we need to not do in order to bring forth what it is that we are trying to create. Because we always have to remember we are co-creators. If you just accept a fate and you have nothing to do with that implementation, then it's probably not really your fate. So that's something to really hold on to. We create our destinies. We don't just accept a fate that somebody is demanding that we experience. So it's a full moon. I got this video out. Yay, yay, yay. And I will be back. I will be back with the reading. Hopefully, I get my last couple of decks this week coming, and I'll be able. And I'm ordering a laptop. I'm getting ready. I am getting my little YouTube home studio together. I'm buying a laptop, and I'm getting all my decks together, and just creating that space so that I could bring my readings to the world and see how that unfolds. So I'm gonna be doing videos, probably videos, maybe one or two more, and then when my decks come, set my room up, and then I'll do my first live or recorded reading in regards to September and what we can manifest and what energies are around us and what potentials and possibilities we step into as we navigate the sudden change month of September. I love you all. Be well, be full, and just enjoy life, Enjoy this wave of transition. Oh, one more thing. The theme. Think of this as for September. The theme is restructuring and reinventing. And that was supposed to be the topic. Restructuring and reinventing. So I end with this, and we'll end at 17 minutes. I'll end with this. September is sudden change. Yeah, sudden change. And a lot of people don't like sudden change, right? So that's the scary part. The good part is, because remember, everything has two ends to it. Everything has an opposite. So sudden change, scary, sounds scary. What does that mean? The good part? Restructuring, reinventing, redesigning, renewing, that's the light of it. So stay in the light, follow the light, stay bright,